Hi everyone. In the computerized accounting 6th module management decision aspects. Regarding this some theoretical notes I already sent you the PDF. So please read that, and in today's class I am going to explain some of the problematic part of this module, that is management decision aspect regarding the accounting ratios and inventory ratios. Some accounting ratios and inventory ratios I am going to discuss in today's class. Only the problematic part. Theoretical part I already sent you the PDF. Please read that. After that you can see this video, then only you can understand the problems and the solutions what I am going to discuss in this video. Yes, in the management decision aspect, first illustration I am going to discuss here. In this we have to calculate some of the accounting and inventory ratios. In that, the first one is called, the following is the balance sheet of New India Limited for the year ending December 31st 1999. This is the balance sheet given. I already sent you the pic of this question. So just see that question and come to the solution. From this above balance sheet we need to calculate the current ratio, acid test ratio, absolute liquid ratio, and comment on these ratios. So for this you are going to get the solution here. Here in this given balance sheet, in order to calculate the current ratio, we require current assets and current liabilities. Those current assets and current liabilities need to be picked from this given balance sheet. Here in this given assets, only the current assets we need to pick in order to calculate the current ratio. So in the given all the assets, here bills, receivables, sundry debtors, bank balance, short-term investments, prepaid expenses and stock. These are the current assets we need to take in order to calculate the total current assets and the current ratio. And come to the liability side. Here bills payable, sundry creditors, bank overdraft and outstanding expenses are the current liabilities we need to pick from this balance sheet in order to calculate the current ratio. Let's come to the solution here. This is the solution here. Firstly, we need to calculate the current ratio. Here is the formula, and I already sent you the number of formulas relating to the accounting and inventory ratios. You have to read those formulas, and here the first one is called as current ratio. Current ratio is equals to current assets divided by current liabilities. I already told that from the given above balance sheet we need to pick only the current assets and we need to pick only the current liabilities in order to calculate the current ratio. Here the current assets are rupees 70,000, 90,000, 45,000, 25,000, 5,000 and 30,000. Total of the current asset is equals to 2,65,000, and the current liabilities are rupees 60,000, 70,000, 30,000, 5,000. Total current liabilities is rupees 1,65,000. So from this we get the current assets and the current liabilities, that is 2,65,000 and 1,65,000. From this we can calculate the current ratio, that is current ratio is equals to 2,65,000 divided by 1,65,000. So that is 1.61. Here the current ratio is 1.61 is to 1. Is to 1 ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so this is indicating current ratio is equals to 1.61 is to 1 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ here current assets is to current liabilities anta. That means here always the current liabilities is considered as 1. What we calculated here is the current assets, that is 1.61 is to 1. Here always the standard ratio for this current ratio is 2 is to 1. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪನಿಗೂ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು 2:1 ಇರಬೇಕು. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ 1.61 ಬಂದಿದೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1.61 is to 1. Okay. Here the next one is called as the acid test ratio. Acid test ratio is also called as the liquid ratio. Acid test ratio ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ, liquid ratio ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ. So for this the formula is acid test ratio is equals to liquid assets divided by current liabilities. However, what do you mean by liquid assets? Liquid assets means the current assets which we can easily convert it into the cash. Those are called as the liquid assets. Here from the above balance sheet we need to pick only the liquid assets. I already told that liquid assets means current assets alli which assets we can easily convert it into the cash. Aduna now liquid assets assets ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So for that I calculated the liquid assets here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ liquid assets is equals to current assets minus stock and prepaid expenses. ಈ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಯ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ದೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಯ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನಾವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗಿವನ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 2,30,000 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ 2,30,000 ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2,65,000. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಯ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 30,000 and 5,000. We can get the 2,30,000. This is called as the liquid assets. Here acid test ratio, finally acid test ratio is equals to 2,30,000 divided by 1,65,000, then 1.39. Acid test ratio is equals to 1.39. The standard ratio for acid test ratio is 1.1. 1 is to 1. Here what we can get here, that is 1.39 is to 1. And the third one is called as the absolute liquid ratio. Absolute liquid ratio ke formula I already sent you people, that is absolute liquid assets divided by current liabilities. Absolute liquid assets means the company what have the presently the cash, that is called as the absolute liquid assets. In the given problem, bank balance, in the given problem, bank balance and the short term investment, these two are taken as the absolute liquid assets, that is rupees 45,000 and 25,000. Current liabilities we already calculated, that is 1,65,000. From this finally absolute liquid assets is equals to 0.42 is to 1, that is absolute liquid assets is 0.42 is to 1. The standard ratio for this is called as the 0.5. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೇಷಿಯೋಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರದೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋಗೆ 2:1 is the standard ratio, liquid ratioಗೆ 1:1 is the standard ratio, and for this absolute liquid ratio 0.5 is the standard ratio. So these are the standard ratios. We have to compare the calculated ratios with the standard ratios. From this only we can comment the okay, from these standard ratios only we can comment the above calculations. Okay, here the fourth one, comment about the calculations, that is current ratio of the company is not satisfactory because it is less than the standard ratio 2:1. That means I already told that current ratio the standard ratio ಏನಿದೆ 2:1 ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ 1.61:1 ಬಂದಿದೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 1.61 is less than the 2 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ liquid assets are sufficient to provide the current liabilities because its standard ratio is 1:1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ liquid assets are very sufficient. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇರೋದು 1:1, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದು 1.39:1. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 1.39 is greater than this 1 ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. That's why in the comment box we can state that is because the standard ratio of 1:1 and the liquid assets are very sufficient to provide the current liabilities ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. And about the third calculation, here at the same time absolute liquid assets are slightly slow because its standard ratio is 0.50. ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 0.50. ಬಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ absolute liquid ratio is 0.42, that is less than the 0.50. That's why we are commenting here like absolute liquid assets are slightly slow because its standard ratio is 0.50. We have the absolute ratio is 0.42. Thank you.